Yes, sir. We in the building. That was my favorite song by Marvin Gaye. So I figured, might as well play a Marvin Gaye song on a Marvin Gaye video. Yeah, I wish I didn't love you so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving basketball. You know what I'm saying? When the mama had got cheated on by Zeke, you feel me? When she was in the kitchen sipping that wine, she was playing that Marvin Gaye. You hear me? But peace, love, everybody in the chat, man. Good to see everybody, man, on this. Oh, what is today? Wednesday? Wednesday morning. Nah, today we gonna talk about Marvin Gaye. Nah, one of the first things we have to come to an understanding, regardless how much we might like these people, how much we might love these people, have an aspiration, inspired, motivated by these people, is one thing that we do have to understand, and we can't have a blind eye to. Yes, very, very talented artist. It'll never be another one like Marvin Gaye, especially not with this music today. But we do have to understand what societies, what entities, what people are over the music industry. Right? So if we're gonna sit here and say that these people are a part of the program, we have to understand that when your favorite artist does the same thing, you can't turn the blind eye to it. And Marvin Gaye was no exempt. Yeah, nobody. It's the only way that you gonna be on the main stage is if you display your Masonic allegiance. It's just how the game is set up nowadays. Marvin Gaye even took pictures showing the hidden hand. Right? Now, if y'all don't know what the hidden hand is, the hidden hand is actually in the Duncan's Masonic Ritual and Monitor, a guide to the 3 symbolic degrees of the ancient York Rite, and they clearly have the picture of the hidden hand, which is the sign of the master of the second veil. That's where that phrase comes exactly. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, and that's what they symbolizing with this hand sign. It's because they showing us one thing and then something else that we don't see is going on behind closed doors. They not showing us what the other hand is doing. And that's the things that you have to exhibit, display to your audience to get in line, to be heard by millions. Right? The Beatles. You got the Beatles right here giving you the hidden hand. You got Ashton Kutcher, Will Smith, Future. So it's a variety of different people, right? It's not just one. It's not just one group. It's not just rap. It's not just R&B. You have people that aren't even singers. They're just all just digging for gum, I guess. At the moment that a picture is taken, they're always just searching for something. Right? Barack, Prince Harry, what was this, David Bowie or something? I don't know. And then some other dude. Right? But as you can see, they all showing you the same symbolism. My voice chopping. Y'all can hear me. I'm good. They messing with the stream. But come on. Yeah, y'all might have to refresh. Y'all might have to refresh. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can't hear. They clap the string. I'm good. All right, bet. All right, for sure. Yeah, if it's lagging or y'all might have to refresh our screen. But even on his albums, he had to display this Masonic duality, the principle, the ideology of duality, right? This dualistic mindset that you have to maintain a balance of, good and evil in this world. Just being a good person isn't good enough. They believe in for every good deed, evil deed must be done as well to maintain the balance. It's a lot of symbolism in this cover. And yes, this is a Marvin Gaye album. Right? With the MK Ultra, with the butterfly. You got the fake alien invasion right here with the UFOs. You got the floods. You got the lightning strike. Right? The lightning, the what is it? Falling from heaven, right? The fallen angel. Then here you got a nuke. You got a nuke. I don't want to say that's 9/11, but hey, what else we got here? What else we got going on? And this came out in 1981, I believe. He displayed all this. So it's no exempt. If you're a talented, even if you're a talented artist, if you want your music to be heard by millions, you have to get in line with the same ideology. Now, since we got that out the way, it's called In Our Lifetime. And funny, right? In our lifetime question mark, and all these things are going on in our lifetime. So there's the planned programming that, even he had to display to you. You see what I'm saying? But moving along. Looks like they based this cover off Manny P. Hall's Secret Teaching of All Ages. Yeah, I can do Kurt Cobain. Moving on. So since we got that part out the way, let's get to the numbers. Right? Now, like I said, every artist has to get in line with this Masonic order. And not only that, all of these artists are then taken out by the numbers. Right? If you don't understand what this is the practice of Gematria, right? A Jewish practice that came into play, as soon as the English language was created, it came with a code. Right, with A being 1, the first letter of the alphabet, ABC, 1, 2, 3. And every person that they put in front of you is taken out ritualistically by this same numerical system. This is why they do it. One, to harvest energy from the people, because everybody's so heartbroken when they find out the news of deaths like these. And then it's in their contract. When they sign these contracts, it's not only physical, but it's also spiritual. So Marvin Gaye, right, which was his stage name, he actually changed. It was Marvin Gaye, like just how you said, like how you spell like gay, but he added the E on there. He didn't. His father. It's interesting because his father. They said that his father was a cross-dresser, a preacher as well, though, a preaching cross-dresser with the last name Gay. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, Marvin Gaye equals 115 in English ordinal, the English language forwards. Now his name synced right up with killing, which is 115 backwards. Just like Lucifer as well. And this is how they take these people out, right by the numbers. And we know that it was a killing because that's exactly what they told us. They said that Marvin Gaye was killed by his father. Yes, indeed. His dad was a part of the script too. I've mentioned on this channel yet, which is the Society of Jesus. Right? Marvin Gaye equals 56 along with where he was born and the Society of Jesus. So let's dive deep on this real quick. Now, the Society of Jesus, well, I've talked about it, but not this specific phrase, right? Because we talk about the Jesuits all the time. And that's exactly what this society is referring to. The Society of Jesus is referring to the Jesuits, right? The Jesuit order, the Catholic Church, all of these things are connected, right? It was founded in the 1500s, right? Remember I told you, Gematria came into play around the 1500s when the English language came into play. All of these things started being constructed around the same time. The Gregorian calendar, the birthdays, the months of the year, it all came in around the same time with the same group. And they hid behind his name. So when you hear it, you know, a Christian might look from afar and say, oh, that's a nice group. That's a nice little society right there. Not even knowing what's going on behind closed doors. See, they hiding behind that name because of the good things that come with that name, right? So they hide behind it and fulfill all these rituals and fulfill all these scripts right in front of you. Society of Jesus, right? Once again, with Washington, D.C., not only where he was from, but also an important place that they have their hands on as well, which is the White House, which is located in Washington, D.C. And this is where all their puppets are at. Now you see why the location of these places are very important. It's very important that these specific places, these monuments, these buildings, these offices that these people operate out of, is very important to this society right here. And right, the number 56. The same ones that gave you, you know, mind control equals 56. The virus equals 56. A lot of things, you know, equal 56. But Marvin Pence Gaye, which was his full birth name, synced right up with, once again, the Society of Jesus with 191 and 187. Now 187. Synced up once again. Marvin Pence Gaye with Society of Jesus in Washington, D.C., where he was born. Now 187 is important because they were already telling you that they were going to kill him. Because 187 is slang for the crime of murder. So it was already pretty much written for him. You know, as soon as you come onto the main stage. And here's who scripts all the murders. Is the Society of Jesus. That's who's fulfilling all these rituals by the numbers. And that's why they have the synchronicity of 187. And everybody that comes into play is going to go by their same game. They playing a numbers game. Now with 191, once again, just to make it make more sense, right? With Marvin Pence Gaye and Society of Jesus, we get 191 in English ordinal. Now, if we break 191 down, it's the 43rd prime number. Just like killing once again equals 43. So it all trickles back down to the same point. It all trickles down to the same point. And once again, with killing, which we know was synced up with his name, Marvin Gaye, and killing 115. So this was already supposed to happen. You know, when you sign these, you know, these contracts, they take your name. That's all. They take your name and they take your birthday. And they do everything else. Now come on. Now he died in the year. Not only did he die on April Fool's Day, which I was like, was this a fakey? You know what I'm saying? April Fool's Day, that's a hell of a day to die, right? But he died in the year 84, just like Marvin Gaye Jr. equals 84 in full reduction. So even his full name, no, this was his birth name, his full birth name, Marvin Gaye Jr. without the E. That was his full birth name. He later changed it and put the E in there. You know what I'm saying? Because of the negative connotation that came with, you know, the last name Gay. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he later put the E in there. But this was his birth name. Now, also, his father died at 84 years old. Just like Marvin Gaye Sr. equals 84 in full reduction. So both of their names, and Marvin Gaye died on a Sunday, which equals 84. Nah, both of their names, just to explain, you know, one letter can change a lot, right? Just with the letter J and the letter S, right? We take Marvin Gaye Sr. and Marvin Gaye Jr., right? We get 219, we get 228. You see what I'm saying? But you get 84 in both ciphers. You get 84 in full reduction. Just like he died at 84 years old and his son died in the year 84. Like, what's the odds of that? He was a part of the script as well. He was a part of the script. Even Marvin Gaye Sr. equals 228, just like death equals 228. And that's who brought Gaye to his death, was his father. Marvin Gaye Jr. equals 213. Now it's interesting with the number 213 because he got shot and killed in Los Angeles, where 213 is the area code. You see what I'm saying? You see how these folks move? They take your name. That's all they do. They take your name. And they write the rest of the script. His name equaled 213. And he died in Los Angeles, where 213 was the area code. He also died on 4/1 once again in Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, California equals 41, and he died on 4/1. Yeah, the 84. The Jesuit equals 84. He was born in the year 84, Then he was born on 4/2, 42. Nigger equals 42. Jesuit equals 42. Freemason equals 42. It's all a script, right? But come on. He also died at 44 years old. Yeah, Kobe died by that same numerology. Kobe died at 41 years old in Los Angeles, California, which equals 41. He walked off the NBA stage with 4.1 seconds left. Even the song Chief Keef's song Kobe, the music video, is 4 minutes and 1 second long. Kobe died by this same numerical code. Mac Miller did too. They all do. Remember that song Tupac, Live and Die in LA. A lot of these celebrities die in LA. But come on. He died at 44 years old. Just like kill equals 44. And even the fashion that he was killed, he got killed from a shooting, which shooting equals 44 as well. Whatever happened to Chief Keef, he don't have to do nothing. He done made enough blood sacrifices. I'm gonna do a video on him. The Chief Keef curse coming soon. Yeah, he get to sit back and chill. He don't gotta do nothing else. He don't gotta be a hamster on wheels. He didn't killed enough niggas. But nah, the date, right, of the killing of Marvin Gaye. Now, it's an approximate time. Like I say, I don't know who was looking at their watch. Keep in mind, this is in the year 1984. I'm pretty sure nobody has surveillance cameras in their house to be able to know the exact time. I don't know who was looking at their watch at the time that he was killed, but they tell you, they say approximate time, but then they give you an exact time. They say he died at 12:38 p.m. and he got killed with a 38 special, right? Here they go, giving you the code again, right? With Gay, his last name equaling 38, death equals 38, killing equals 38, murder equals 38. Murder by numbers. And they gave away the code. Like, how do y'all know it happened exactly at 12:38? How do y'all know that? How? In the 80s. Come on, bro. What, the mama just looked at her clock as soon as he pulled the trigger? Come on, man. They playing with your intelligence. He also died 52 weeks, right? He died a day before his 45th birthday. So he died 52 weeks after his last birthday, his 44th birthday. Just like Marvin Gaye equals 52 in full reduction. Now, it was also a new moon when Marvin Gaye died, and back in April of 1984. On April 1st, it was a new moon, which we know, especially during the night, the new moon night is a golden opportunity for the darker energies and or demons to cause distress to our fellow man. Demons can take advantage of the rise in dark energy to amass black energy that is used to orchestrate events such as natural disasters or events that will lead to natural destruction. So, like I said, some of these things, it can be like a final destination type of thing. Like they said, this dark energy is used to orchestrate events. So just because some of these things, we know that a lot of celebrities, fake their death, but some of them die as well. Some of them really die. And just because it's by the numbers doesn't mean that, it's fake all the time. Sometimes this shit, it just happens due to witchcraft. And things just happen to happen. Like Soluminati's brother. He just happened to get in a bad car accident. And I don't even know if that's really true, because some people said they seen that man on Discord. And they can't find they can't even find the grave site of that man. Like on the internet, like no results found type thing, when they type in their real name. But anyway, like I said, man, the natural disasters that just happen to happen. Some of this stuff is just black magic. Even the day that it happened, April 1st, 1984, if we break down the date numerology, you get 108, just like full moon equals 108. So this was a heavy harvesting day. And when they broke the news to the world, that day, and then the day passed, and then it was nighttime. They harvested hella energy off of this. So always pay attention to, the moon phases when you hear about like a high profile death, like a high profile celebrity death. Look at the moon phase and see how much they trying to harvest off of the people. But Marvin was pronounced dead at 1:01 p.m. They couldn't just say, once again, around 1 p.m. It was a minute after. Why say 1:01, right? Yeah, you see him in the red room. They got to give you all the symbolism. There's no exceptions. All red on in the red room. Then you know that his demise was gonna be filled with red, right? But 1:01. Why tell you 1:01? 1:01 p.m. He was pronounced dead at 1:01. Just like he was killed by his father, and his father's birthday was 1:01. His father's birthday was 1:01. Just like how he was pronounced dead at 1:01 p.m. That's not even it. His father died at 1:10. His father died on 1:10. So that's why they tell you that. Every time they give you an exact time, it's for a reason. Also, Marvin Gaye Sr. was born in the year 1914, just like he died 14 years after his son. Dead equals 14. Yeah, the 1:01 is deeply rooted. Read Zachary Hubbard's book, Letters and Numbers, the first page, where he talk about the 1:01, and he talk about why the English alphabet is 26 letters. That's gonna blow your mind right there. But right, dead 14, right? He was dead 14 years after his son, right? Dead equals 14, and he was born in the year 14. It was also a span of 174 months from the death of Marvin Gaye to Marvin Gaye's father, just like New World Order and Number of the Beast. Once again, showing, marking they little work. They lead it's almost like a serial killer where they leave something behind so it's them. It's the same thing that these Masons do. Same thing these Jesuits do. But they just do it by the numbers. So you'll know that they did it by the numerology. That's how they put their stamp on it. And it's like a play. Once again, it's like a play on words, right? Because it, gay 69. I might, that might just be my, like, I don't know. I might just be like reaching on that. You know what I'm saying? That's like my comedic mind at work. But it's just like, it's kind of like interesting. You know that Marvin Gaye died. His son died when the father was 69 years old. Just like, Gaye 69. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's just funny to me. And Marvin Gaye Sr. equals 69. Like he was 69 years old when he killed his son. Also, 183 days. Marvin Gaye, the singer, died 183 days before his father's birthday. So once again, they leaving a mark again, right? With the order out of chaos equaling 183, the 33rd degree Masonic slogan. Even Los Angeles, California, the city and the state that Marvin Gaye died, 197 is the 45th prime number. Just like he died a day before his 45th birthday. 1 day short of his 45th birthday, he dies in Los Angeles, California, which equals 197, the 45th prime number. And this is how they do it, man. This is how they do it, man. This is how they, frame their work. And then they laugh at everybody because majority of the people don't get it. When if you understand this knowledge, it's right in front of you. It's like obvious. Once you start learning this stuff, it's obvious. But that's all we got for this one. Yeah, really, seriously. I'm pretty sure if we try to like do some like research, I'm pretty sure LA is where majority of celebrities die. Like LA specifically. No other city in California, like LA is where most celebrities die. I'm like 100% sure. Yeah, Los Angeles. Sam Cooke next. Okay, Sam Cooke. Put Sam Cooke on the list. Yeah, Los Angeles has collected a lot of lost souls. Los Angeles. Look at your last comment. He died a day short. Yeah, a day short of his 45th birthday. Yeah, y'all check that book right there, man. Y'all check that book. That's going to explain why the English language has 26 letters. That blew my mind right there, just reading that first page he did. Yup. They took Bernie Mac out. Yep, we going to touch on Bernie. Oh, that's a good one, Bernie Mac. Okay. But yeah, that's all we got for this video right here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. You heard, why does it have, I can't remember. That's why I told y'all to read the book. But it's literally on the first page. Like 101 is the 26 letter. 101 is the 26 prime number. Just like dog equals 26, God equals 26. I believe man equals 26, brain equals 26. That's why they made the movie 101 Dalmatians, right? Remember, 101 is the 26 prime number. Dog, the movie was about dogs. dog equal 26. That's why they made that movie 101 Dalmatians. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, everything it's like everything boils back to that number like 26. That's why it's 26 letters in the alphabet. But he puts it like in word, like it on paper, so it's gonna be like, damn. I just explained it like real quick, but it's like way deeper than that. But yeah, y'all check out that book, Letters and Numbers by Zachary Hubbard. But that's all we got for today, man. Appreciate y'all for all the support. Yeah, we're gonna have a good Friday night stream. So I'll see y'all Friday night. Let me know any other recommendations so we can talk about it Friday. You know what I'm saying? And chill, kick back, have a good little night. And that's it. Appreciate y'all, man. Please like the stream on y'all way out. All right, I'm out.